Have you ever found yourself in that gut-wrenching moment where a woman seems to be drifting away without an apparent reason, becoming more distant and cold, leaving you bewildered about how to navigate the situation? Well, we comprehend how complex that can be. Today, in a straightforward and intense manner, I'll unveil what brings a woman back to reality and seeking your presence as soon as possible. We're not talking about intricate ploys or clever tricks. The key is to understand some fundamental aspects that can be game changers. Sometimes, all it takes is a closer look to glimpse the return to her heart. So, let's dive deep into these simple strategies that have the power to rekindle interest and bring the woman back to the center of your life. Stick around, and let's embark together on this journey to unravel this mystery now. Number 1. The essential void. When most men face the distancing of a woman, a desperate race begins. A frenzied quest to regain her attention is unleashed. The result? The individual ends up suffocating the woman, overwhelming her with incessant messages, relentless demands, persistent calls, and in some cases, even showing up unannounced at her door seeking explanations. It's not hard to realize how unnecessary and counterproductive this is. Acting in this manner only highlights an exaggerated attachment, pushing the woman even further away. Acting like an obsessed loose cannon is definitely not the ideal strategy to regain her attention. It is crucial to understand that, in the face of her withdrawal, it is wiser to grant space. After all, it is she herself who is creating this gap between you. The assertion gains even more strength if the reason for the distancing is your constant intrusion into her life, your excessive presence. So, becoming someone more detached, demonstrating the ability to give space and allowing her to feel your absence for a few days or even weeks becomes an effective tactic to make her seek your presence again. Always remember that we rarely value what is constantly by our side. Appreciation arises for what is scarce, for what is not available all the time. In this subtle game of distance and presence, the art lies in making the absence build the urgency of the return. Understand that by granting this space, you not only respect her autonomy, but also create a scenario where the lack of your presence becomes the momentum to reclaim her attention more significantly. Number 2. Joy in her absence. It's as crucial as distancing and granting space, but it's just the beginning. It is imperative to act in a way that shows your life did not come to a standstill because of her. It's pointless to give this woman space and plunge into sadness, broadcasting to everyone that you are shattered without her. If she sees you in a bad state, it will only incentivize her to stay away, knowing that her absence affects you deeply. This way, you become an easy prey for her, showing that your life moves forward and possibly even thrives without her, creates doubts about you. It makes her realize that you are progressing, and if she doesn't act, she will be left behind in the past. It is vital to emphasize that you are not simply waiting for her. You are happy, meeting new people, enjoying the company of your friends, and making the most of your single life. You can be sure that, faced with this, if this woman has feelings for you, she will undoubtedly seek your presence again, concerned about winning you back. She will understand the serious risks of you finding someone else and leaving her behind forever. The biggest mistake a man makes when a woman distances herself is passively waiting for her. Stop living in her shadow, staying fixated on her social media, searching for reasons to believe that she still thinks about you. If you want her to come back, stay active in your own life. Inactivity is the worst path to regain her attention. Your independent happiness, away from her, is the flame that can ignite her desire to return, facing the reality that you are moving forward, being a source of joy in her absence. Number 3. New bonds, new possibilities. This topic shares similarities with what we discussed earlier, but here we will emphasize the importance of establishing connections with new people. And I don't just mean women, but individuals in general, including friendships. When your social network is fragile, composed of a few people, or worse, when your friends are mutual with her, it becomes challenging to instill in her the fear of losing you, causing her to stay away. This This is because these mutual friendships, or the scarcity of friendships, convey a sense of security for her to maintain the distance. However, when you form friendships she is unfamiliar with, when you create new social bonds, when she perceives that your social life is more active, it puts her on alert. It doesn't mean you should force friendships, but rather stay active and open to new connections, perhaps even meeting other women. Invest in your personal development. Take courses that enrich your professional or mental life. Be in conducive environments to socialize with different people, and naturally, new individuals will enter your life. As she witnesses your evolution, realizing that you are building connections with other people, both in friendships and possibly in relationships, she will genuinely start to fear losing you. That fear will be the trigger for her to return, seeking your presence once again. Prepare to show that your life is not only moving forward, but also expanding towards new opportunities and relationships, becoming irresistibly attractive to the possibility of new horizons. Number 4. The power of indifference in communication. Indifference is a potent tool to make a woman seek your presence. In many cases, when a woman distances herself and eventually returns, the man immediately reveals all his longing, pushing her even further away. Therefore, it is essential to act as someone who doesn't care. Don't expose all your affection in the first contact. Be entirely indifferent, interact normally, and engage in conversation on equal footing. Often, a woman gives subtle signals of life, reaching out to check on how the man's life is going. When she encounters an enamored individual, willing to do anything to have her back, that becomes demotivating. What truly motivates a woman is realizing that you are moving forward, that your life was not affected by her absence. This attitude makes her see you as a strong man, significantly increasing the chances of her reinvesting in you. That's why I constantly emphasize the importance of continuing with your life. When you are focused on other aspects, acting with indifference toward this woman becomes natural. However, if you incessantly breathe the issues of your love life, adopting this stance becomes extremely challenging, and you will likely end up exposing all your longing. Maintain the strength of indifference as a silent weapon, leaving her intrigued by the mystery you have become, and sparking her genuine interest in discovering more about the strong man in front of her. Number 5. Wait for her to take the initiative. The most recurring comment here on the channel is this: it only works if she has feelings. However, this is so evident that I don't need to repeat it throughout the entire video. I will never teach a man to humiliate himself for a woman. What I share here is how a man should act so that the woman takes the initiative to seek him out in case she still feels something for him. There are no miracles. If the woman has no affection for you, presenting yourself to her as polished gold is futile. Therefore, it is crucial not to stop, not to assume that she will undoubtedly come back, because that may not happen. Follow the guidance I shared in the video, and if she does not take the initiative to reach out, do not be the one to pursue her. It is a significant lack of self-respect to humiliate yourself for someone who clearly has no interest in you. Being with someone we like is rewarding, as long as that person feels the same way about us. Therefore, do not wait. Do not go after her, simply continue on your own path. If she does not seek you out, you are not losing anything. On the contrary, you are gaining a vast ocean of possibilities. Maintain your dignity and allow the natural course of events to reveal her true intention, as after all, you deserve to be chosen by someone who truly values your presence. And thus, we come to the end of the video. I genuinely hope that the advice shared here helps you navigate complex situations in relationships. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to give it a like to support the channel. Oh, and if you're not subscribed yet, click the subscribe button and ring the bell to receive all our updates. Always remember, self-respect is the foundation of any healthy relationship. Don't demean yourself for someone who doesn't value your presence. Be strong, move forward, and stay open to the many possibilities life has to offer. I appreciate everyone following the channel, and until next time,